Sandra, and today we're going to go through the Manny by Me box for May. Now I did get this probably, I think it was at the beginning of the week, and I just got around to actually doing the video. And I think I did look at the stuff that came in this box, but I don't remember it. So I honestly don't remember it. So we'll go through it and see what it is. And don't forget that Maniology, these boxes, I think are a good value. They're $30. They give you 2 plates. They give you like a surprise gift, and they give you 2 stamping polishes. So for 30 bucks, you get all of that. And the thing that I always say is I like these because it may not be stuff that you would normally pick out, but I find myself using these things along the way. So it's nice to get a variety. So, and if you don't want any more stamping polish, you definitely could order the Express kit. That has everything but the stamping polish. And nowadays, these plates are not exclusive. They sell these online on their website, but they are a couple bucks more than all the other plates. And if they run out, then they don't sell them. So if you really like a plate, you should get it. If you do order anything from Maniology, please don't forget to use my discount code, which is NS10. And that gives you 10% off, and it gives me a little bit of commission so that I can continue my giveaways. So let's get into this and see what there is. I'm just going to take this out of the box. All right, so the first thing we have are these little postcards. It kind of gives us an inkling of what it's about. And it's about a garden where beauty blooms. So garden gems. And the 2 plates are MXM175 Gemstone Bouquet, and the other one is Diamond Dew Drop, MXM176. The 2 polishes are Jeweled Petals, B583, and Sparkling Stems, B584. Now, I do like flowers, so this will be interesting. Here's the idea that they give you, and I love that. I love when they do like this variety of polishes on here. I think that always makes everything pop. So it looks like there's morning glories and some lilies. And actually, I think these look like violets or something. Very pretty. Oh, these are orchids. They got orchids on there too. All right. So here's on the back is exactly how they did that. Very cool. And let's see what we have here. All right. You know, I honestly don't remember seeing this, so maybe I didn't see this one. Oh, so this time for the surprise item, they give you gemstones. And I don't know if you've ever used these gemstones or not, but they're kind of cool. The only thing that drives me crazy is if they are way too, they're not small enough, like, you know, they poke out too much. That kind of drives me crazy, and I'm always messing with it. So I don't like the real tall ones. But Maniology does a good job with their stuff. So I would say that these are probably nice and flat. Well, they're flat on the bottom, but we'll see how much they rise up. So we'll use those in our design. Very pretty. I think they're very pretty. They got red, black, blue, gold, green, pink, hot pinks. They have a couple of different shades of each of the colors. Very pretty. Okay, and then let's look at the plates. So we have this one, which is MXM176, and look how pretty these flowers are. I think those are gorgeous, and they have the little ones here. I'm gonna have to do some reverse painting on this one. This is really pretty, and then they have these little like stars and pearls at the sides. That is pretty. I'm gonna have fun with this plate. All right, let's see what this looks like without the cellophane on here. Let's do a little zoomer in here. Move all this stuff out of the way. I think that's very pretty. I really like this big flower. And I like this too. Of course, it won't fit on my nail, but it's very pretty. This looks like it looks like a spider, but it must be some kind of lily. Very pretty. Okay, so there's the first one. And the second one is MXM175 And this has the flowers mixed in with the pearls, the gems. So this is the ones I think that they used on the example. And then they've got these little ones on the side here. Very pretty, very delicate. Good places to put gemstones. So we'll definitely use that on here. This is pretty with the little leaves around it too. You've got all leaves and then little gems and pearls at the bottom. And then the individual flowers. Those are pretty. Okay, and then let's look at the stamping polish. See what we got. All right, so we have like a green and a purple. And this is B584 Sparkling Stems, and this one is B583 Jeweled Petals. So let's see what these look like on here. All right. Let's do this one right here. Don't you love that sound of a brand new bottle of stamping polish? So nice. Okay, so there is the purple. And like you can see, it shows up. It's a dark, deep purple. And it shows up great on the white, not so much on the black. So there's the first one. And I do like these colors. They're really pretty. Very rich. The purple's very rich. It's like an eggplant, I would say. And then let's see what the green looks like. Let's use this one. Let's do that big flower. This one right here. Okay, green shows up pretty good. It shows up okay on the white, shows up great on the black, but it's a pretty color. Absolutely, these will be great to stamp with. Very nice. I think it's nice that they did flowers since we're headed into, since we're in spring, and everything's starting to come up and get ready to bloom. So that's kind of nice. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away for a little bit and come back, and we're going to start a manicure using the stuff from May's Manny by Me box. All right, so here's what I did. I painted 3 of them, the green, which I really, really love. And then I did do the, it's not an ombre, but, you know, took the green and the purple and I mixed them together on a sponge. And here's the sponge. I just did the, you know, all over. So when I got it the way I wanted it, I stopped and here we are. So what I was thinking of doing was I want to do these things right here on the multicolored ones. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a, what am I going to use? Okay, I want to use this, and this is called Bone White B577. And this is the closest thing that I've actually found to a beige. And it's by Maniology, and it's kind of a, I don't know if you'd call it gray. I'm not sure what you would call it. So I'm going to put this on first. Where's my scraper? Okay, here's my scraper. And I do need a stamper. Here's a stamper. Okay, and I'm going to scrape this off. We're going to put this on this nail. See if it shows up. Yes, it does show up, and I'm going to okay, so that's what that looks like. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. Do we have any more of those on here? Yeah, let's use, I don't want to use anything with a flower. I'm just going to use the same one. Do the same thing. Okay. Put it on this one. Scoot myself up here a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to come back to these and I'm going to apply some gems to them. Okay, so I think those look cool. Now, I did do some reverse painting. I did this little flower. You can see it over here on the single ones. Okay. And I did this one. And I used purple, the purple in the box for the outline. And I did this one, one of the big ones. I wanted to see what the big ones look like. Okay, so I got those. And for this little one, I thought what I would do is I would take that drop again. And this time I'm going to do it in the purple. And I don't need much of this because I'm just going to do it at the top. Do I have another stamper? Where's my stamper? All right. Okay, and I'm just going to put it towards the top of one of the light green ones, or one of the green ones. Like that. So it's only on part of the nail. And then what I want to do is actually put the flower on there. But before I do that, I'm going to actually, this is really dry. I let these dry pretty good. So I'm going to have to put some kind of medium on there so that it'll stick. And what I prefer to use is the smudge-free top coat. And what I do is I kind of dry brush it on there. See if I can get it off. So it doesn't take too long to dry. Okay, and then I'm going to put my little flower on there. And see how it looks. Very cute. Okay, so I did that with that one. Now I got two more to do. Oh, the little leaf came off. Let's see if we can get that back on there. Oof. Nope, it's not going to stick. So we're going to put a little bit more of the sticky or the smudge-free top coat and get the leaf to stick. Get it kind of dry on here. Okay. Where am I with this? Right here. Okay, so there we go. I think that turned out adorable. Okay, next we're going to do, let's do the big flowers next. I can't wait to see how those look. So again, I'm going to dry brush on the nail, on the light green one. Yeah, put a little bit much on there, so that's okay. We just have to wait longer. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and put some smudge-free top coat on this one and on this one. Okay. Try and get this dry so it doesn't smudge like crazy. All right. Make sure. Should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to put this, arrange this on here. Oh, this is kind of cool because it goes from corner to corner. Ooh, I like that. I like those the big ones. That is cool. Because they got the little, see how the little green is sticking out? So that way you can see the green underneath it and it goes corner to corner. Spectacular. I love it. Okay, and then we're going to put a little bit more of the smudge-free top coat on this one. On our last one. And put our last design on there. Let that dry a little bit. And then we're going to take out some gems. And this is this one. Ooh, stay on there. Let's move this out of the way. That's still a little wet here. Okay, so go ahead and we'll see how this works out. All right, so there we go with those. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take some of these gems. And I thought we'd use it in the ones that are kind of dropping down. So let's see how this works. Do we want to use red? No. I think we should use a green or a purple. So let's do the dark green. Now, if you don't have one of these and you do a lot of gems, or you want to do a lot of gems, you need to get one of these. And this is actually by Uber Chic, and I'm sure Maniology sells this. I just got this a really long time ago. And let's see if we can get one of these gems out. Okay, so here's one of the gems. And you see they're really teeny. And then what I'm going to do is there is a product that you can attach gemstones with. And do I have that product? Let me see. Yes, for rhinestones only, China glaze. Now, I don't know about you, but I actually don't buy a whole lot of China glaze. And the reason I don't buy a lot of China glaze is because I don't have any luck with it. And what do I mean by that? I mean that when I wear a China glaze polish, it chips after a couple days. Ooh, pretty. So that's really pretty. And then I think I'm going to put one on the other side. Do the same green here. Get one out. Stick her on there. That is cool. Okay, so those are really nice gems from Maniology. And I'll do the same with the other one. I don't know if they have a purple in here. Oh, no. No, they don't really have purple. But let's see how the yellow looks. Where's the yellow? All right, opening for the yellow. Oh, wrong way. There's a couple. Gonna put this on the nail. And I did already coat this with some smudge-free top coat. So put this one on here. I like that too. That's really pretty. Gotta flip the little guy over here. Oh, my nail fell off. And let's do one. I think I had it here. I think I like the gold on there better. Or yellow, whatever color that is. All right, so there they are. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some smudge-free top coat. Or no, we did all that. So let's just go right to, I don't think I did this one. I think I did the other ones. Let's try that. Let's just do this just in case. So let's do this all on here just to be sure. I know I did those two. Let's do this. And let's do this. All right. Now, I'm going to use a little sparkle on this. And one of my favorite glitter polishes is this one right here. It's called Wet n Wild Shine Nail Color. And this is, this has an, oh, what is the name of this one? Let me see if I can find the name of this one. It is, I think it's on a newer bottle. Now I get these on Amazon, so they are available. And I just bought one, so I know they are. I know there is a color on here, but I don't see it. So, but it to me, it's got just enough glitter in there that it doesn't overpower everything. So that's why I like it so much. So I'm going to put some of this on here. And the reason I put this on first is because it doesn't give as good of a shine as my Glisten and Glow, which, by the way, I'd like to thank Glisten and Glow because I had contacted them and they are going to give me a discount code. And once I get that discount code, it's supposed to be 10%. Once I get that code, I will put it on my where my other discount codes are in the comments. And if you order a product from Glisten and Glow, you can get 10% off. So that was pretty exciting, and thanks. I really appreciate that because I'm always, I'm always boosting Glisten and Glow's their top coat. I just think it's gorgeous. It lasts a while. It's not something that comes off really quick. And the glow of it, I mean, it is just really, really shiny. As I always say, it's like the closest thing, in my opinion, that you can get to a gel polish shine without using gel polish. And I don't know about you. I do have lots of gel polish, but I have a tendency to use regular polish because I always like to change my nails. All right, so I think we're all set with that. Now I'm going to put the final coat of top coat, and it's Glisten and Glow, and they're going to be beautiful. I do like the way these green and purple nails turned out. Almost looks like a galaxy almost. I think it's cool the way they turned out. I like the purple and green together. So very nice. And I do like these little gems that Maniology gave us. A girl can never have enough bling. Just don't forget that. It's very important. And if you like glitter on your nails, get that Wet n Wild. It's really nice. So there you go. There is May Manny by Me box. And I think it is gorgeous. I love all the flowers. And I think that, again, if you're on the fence, probably get it. But I think it's beautiful. And I really like these big flowers. I wasn't sure. I liked them, but I wasn't sure. And now, I mean, I really like that. I think it's I don't know what kind of flower that is. But I could see myself doing my nails in that all that color. All that, all that stamp, because I just like it so much. So let's zoom in on here before I let you go. A little bit out. There you go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.